Hello, it is Friday, May 17th, 2019. Unless you have a very, very specific reason to watch this, it's going to be a waste of your time. So please don't. I would hate to waste your time. This is the Friday workout. Same thing every Friday. Going to start out, just run through the basic idea of the workout real quick. Give myself some time to just kind of stretch, feel good about stuff. Anyway, all right, so did a little bit of stretching and stuff before, a little jump rope and stuff like that, but I suck at jump roping, so I should videotape it because it's funny. At least it'll be funny to me watching myself not like hit stuff with the jump rope and slam it between my toes and be like, ouch. Anyway, all right, that's enough silliness. Here's the breakdown. Start out with the warm-up. The warm-up is 4 parts. 5 parts, I guess. First will be 3 L-shaped chin-ups, fingers over the top, not fingers under, fingers over the top, full extensions, and try to get up there nice and high. Slow, sort of, not terribly slow, because it's a warm-up, but it's only 3, so maybe I'll go slow. Then the next thing is going to be something called glide downs, focusing on the eccentric portion, the going, not the pulling, but the going down part of the chin up. So you're basically jumping up and then gliding down, jumping up, gliding down. Don't have to put myself into an L shape for that. All right, let's see here. Next thing after that, go into the room, punch out some push-ups, only 13. 13 push-ups, then just air squats. That's the new word I've heard. I just call them squats with body weight, but some people call them air squats. That sounds kind of fun. It also sounds kind of flagellant, so let's go with air squats. So there'll be 7 air squats. Then there'll be 6 what I call just bends, which is real simple. Bend down, keep your knees basically straight, touch your toes. That's it. That is the warm-up. Then after that, it is upper body today. Last week on Friday, I failed on the second set of the first exercise. 5 exercises. First one's incline bench. Second one is going to be taxing my memory right now. All right, second one shall be, chest machine. Basically just flat bench, but I just like my machine, so I use my machine. I'm going to use it more. Actually, I might switch out late day, the stuff just with the dumbbells. I might switch that to a curling thing for the Romanian deadlifts and the machine for the single leg split squats. But anyway, back to the second machine. Second exercise, chest. Basically, you could do, I'm sure that there's one person out there that's kind of following around with some of the stuff. Flat bench is great, but like I said, I like my machine. I need an excuse to use it. It needs some more attention, so I use it more. So yeah, chest machine. And then there's like push downs, which is standing and you're pushing down. That's the third exercise. Fourth exercise will be hammer curls, standing hammer curls. And then the last exercise, bent over flies. I have a tiny chair. The bent over flies has a special emotional spot for me. So that'll always be emotional and good. I'll try to always end up the last workout of the week, the Friday workout, is bent over flies, and that's very special. And then I might be talking like this. Of course, I am gonna try to do a breathing exercise after all major exercises and before major exercises. The bent over flies and the warm-ups do not have breath exercises in between it. Breath exercise is just going to be pretty simple. We'll get into that when we get into breath exercises. Now I'm anxious to go. It's probably been, I'm going to look at the time on this thing. I'm not going to leave myself questioning. Wow, I've been talking for 4.5 minutes. By the way, this is designed to be the Monday and the Wednesday. The Monday workout's about 46 minutes. If it's done relatively fast. That's with those 90-second breaks in between everything. 90 seconds break is definitely a breathing exercise. The Wednesday workout's 36 minutes. The Friday workout adds up to be about, Friday and Monday 46 minutes. at my fastest setting. So more than likely I'll take an hour on this. For me, it's worth taking an hour upon. And these are just the strength workouts. I do little mini workouts in between throughout the week. And the mini workouts are nothing. Mini workout might be just a handful of chin-ups, you know. A lot of my mini workouts take less than 2 minutes. Sometimes it's a breathing exercise, a set of something random, and then, but I will be posting, I think you want to see the question on my mini workouts, and yeah, that'll be there for that. So eventually there will be more videos of just one-shot mini workouts. Obviously, I'm not going to videotape myself every single time I got a mini workout going, but I'll give examples, and they're totally random. Sometimes it's just a minute or two on the rowing machine. Sometimes it's just a minute or two on my little running machine. Sometimes it's just going for a quick run or a jog or a walk or whatever. Just getting out there. Sometimes, hey, one of my favorite things in the world, don't tell anybody about this, is when you're in an elevator alone. I mean, you can do it with people, especially little kids. They like doing this. You go like this, and you feel out your gravity while you're in an elevator. Now, don't make the elevator shake or anything weird like that, but it actually feels kind of good. I call those elevator squats, and they are fun. In a weird way, because you're messing with your equilibrium and stuff. All right, without further ado, let's do L. There's the L. 1, 2, all the way down. 3. Didn't want to go quite all the way down there. All right, now glide downs. 1. Oh, by the way, pro tip, as if I'm professional at anything. Standing behind the bar leads to swinging. Standing in front of the bar leads to a quicker descent, less swinging, less goofiness. So there's a little bit of swinging there. Stand behind the bar, go up high. Whoa, look at all the swinging I'm doing. And that's a variation upon the tension that you're putting your muscles under, which I guess is good because it's almost random. I guess if a pendulum's somewhat random. Anyway, I think this is the 4th one. All right, that's it for that. Now, something completely different. Nice little break in the video. You can tell when the next part begins. The exercises evolve. All right. Yeah, that's about what I need. All right. It's just warm up. No reason to do a breath exercise beforehand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hopefully my extensions were nice and full there. The push-up spinnies allow you to turn your hands wherever you want. I don't really turn my hands. Maybe I should. And they let you go down just a little bit further. And I love the idea of full extensions. I know it doesn't make your body look as good, but for health purposes, injury prevention, I think full extensions are kind of what the Yorm has ordered. All right. Then just these, 7 of these. It's not much. I'm gonna try to keep my heels to the floor and put my hands behind my back. Not behind my back, like this. I think that's 3, 4, 5, 6. I bend forward a little bit when I go down. I don't know if that's necessary. I think that's 7. If not, I'm still feeling it. The whole point is get that breath, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I could explain some of this stuff, but I'm going to hold true to the channel name and explain nothing except for entirely too many things. What I wanted to explain was my whole idea about why the bends are a good thing, a good last set in the warm-up, or a last exercise in the warm-up. But really, I don't want to waste your time with it. I'm not even sure my thoughts are really organized on that. So putting it into words would probably waste your time, because I would, full out of breath, fumble with the words a lot. Oh, goodness. Some people say don't hydrate while you're working out. Those people are idiots. No, I don't know about that, but my body wants it. For the most part, if it's healthy, I'm going to give it to my body. All right. If it is healthy. I don't see really anything too unhealthy about water. Or at least if you're going south of 100 ounces a day. What is it? North of 30, south of 100. You're probably doing okay with water. I don't know. I wonder what the... Oh, give me a call on the water thing. Let me know your thoughts on it. I might actually experiment with it. And here's what I intend to do. Get myself a couple bottles, or one big bottle or whatever. Maybe a couple bottles I could fit in my cooler that I usually keep with me. And yeah, I will drink a set amount and set a time period. I know that there was experiments done as far as walking through the desert. Thank goodness I don't have to walk through the desert. And the optimal water intake for most people walking through the desert is, marching through the desert, I guess, 1 liter per hour. So I am thankful for the people that done the research in the desert marches and all that kind of stuff. And I'm also thankful that I will hopefully never have to do that. So that's good stuff. All right, this is... I'm going to do a breath exercise before this. I should have set it up ahead of time. Now I'm just going to dial up my weight. Oh man, need to modulate my voice better. My high end on my voice is getting gravelly. Been talking a little bit too much, but hopefully that's scar tissue that's building up. I'll be able to smooth it out and have a really nice, high, smooth, melodic pitch. Eventually, the goal is to maybe sing a little bit. So if Red ever says, hey, I can't do all the vocals on this thing, can you do, and I'm like, I'm not going to do oohs and ahs and shit, but oohs and ahs and stuff, but I will do a little bit of, actual words. Okay, cool, yeah, I'll do the oohs and ahs and you do a Henry Rollins type. What is it from that Tool song? Anyway, I can't remember it. Oh boy. All right. A Henry Rollins voiceover type recitation. But good news is I don't need high end for that. I can go naked and fearless. I still want to take you. I don't know. Oh man. It's kind of fun talking like that. That is the worst Henry Rollins impression ever. Oh, goodness. All right, so... here's the fun thing. High voices are less threatening. I'm trying to get my threat level to like damn near 0 on anything. It's like... I don't know. People react to me different as soon as I open my mouth if I throw out the high end right out of the bat. So going high end and being able to do kind of a loud, well articulated high end. I really like that. But anyway, so 1,001 things to work on instead of doing the work. Breath exercise first. 7 breaths. I kind of like this whole like sitting on something, totally relaxing. That is good. Some reasoning behind that right now. I should save all this stuff and talk it into the end, but I'm going to get it out of my head as soon as it's there. Really, if you don't have a specific purpose to watch this video is just going to annoy the living bejesus out of you. All right, so more for me, less for you. Note to self, breathing. Going fast, fast, slow. Nose is slower than the mouth. Breathing in, breathing out. So if I'm doing a Wim Hof type, like 30 to 40 breaths, starting from the bottom, filling up to the top, trying to get there kind of fast, I'm going to use the mouth all the way. If I'm trying to get there kind of slow, not using like a Wim Hof type thing or whatever I was doing there, that was not a Wim Hof type thing, by the way. Not enough breaths for that, but just 7 breaths. Trying to get my equilibrium, almost meditate, get myself to, some sort of zero focal point. In nose, out mouth feels good for the beginning part of it. And then for the second part of it, where I'm just trying to get a super cool down, which may not be advisable, in nose, out nose. That breath exercise right there, first couple breaths, in nose, out mouth, and then it was in nose, out nose for the rest of it. Without further ado, let's hope I don't fail. By the way, this is the incline bench press. There will be 6 repetitions, then a breathing exercise, then 8 repetitions, and then 10 repetitions. Here we go. I always remember this being heavy. And hey, my memory's correct. Wow, I almost knocked down the thing. All right. Oh, the first part is getting it right there. Should have been further down my legs, but oh well. All right, here we go. Going for 6. As soon as I get it up there. Wow. That's heavier than I remember. All right. We're just going to call that 1. 2, getting squirrely with it. 3, 4. Come on now. Only 2 more. 5. We can do this. 6. Oh, goodness. When I was writing out the script for this, I automatically upped one of the exercises because I was about due for it, but I shouldn't have. Good thing I didn't up the weight in this exercise. Wow, I barely got through that. For that, left arm, right near the cusp right here, was weaker than right arm. Not that I have to make sure I'm doing 90 seconds, but 90 seconds of resting. bit. It's part of the script. Don't worry. I'm sticking to the script basically. The script was too much for me last time. This time, there we go. What are you doing to yourself, Jorn? You ever just get the itchies for no apparent reason? A little bit of sweat gets in your eye. This should take care of that, but I guess it's not doing the best of jobs. It's not soaking up the sweat the way I want it to. And then it rolls down your nose. Maybe those were tears. No. Definitely sweat. Yeah, definitely. Wow, even my ears are sweaty. That is magical. No reason to procrastinate. Figured it out the other day. I am a premature procrastinator. Means I like being exactly on time. See, I switched the joke around. Premature procrastinator used to be the punchline, but it's kind of hard to figure it out. So saying what it is allows the audience to figure it out. And then I say the premise, which is being exactly on time. Plus it flows a little bit better. So working on jokes. Not doing so much stage time anymore, but oh man. Like, you know, setting up for the workouts, more important. Can't do everything. Getting my music theory up and good. Getting some of my writing put together. Who am I kidding? I'm barely doing any writing, but I intend to do a lot of writing, a lot more writing. There is a lot of notes to be taken on it. My notes, scrap pieces of paper that it's a wild goose chase, but I think I have notes somewhere on scrap pieces of paper for the longest time that I was like, hey, there's a piece of the book, there's a piece. Anyway. Oh, goodness. All right. Trying to avoid this. This will be set at 8. Last time I failed. This time, we shall see. Certainly going to try. Win or lose, hey, I know where my edges are. And it's not a bad day when you find your edges. Eventually, I'll keep doing it and break through it. Maybe today is the day. I think I failed around 6 or 7. Last time it might have been as early as 5. Going for 8. Oh, goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can do this. 8. Blowing it out. Oh. Did not fail. Got real close. nice to know if you fail, the weight's going to fall on your face. That's the good thing about dumbbells. All right. Oh man. Thinking my shoulder press. I gotta increase the weight in my shoulder press. I think that's where my weakness is. So this may not go up in weight anytime soon. It's a struggle. It's nice to find the struggle though, so thank goodness for the struggle. This one's definitely going to be a struggle. The weight's not going down by much. I almost want to cheat right now and put it down by a little bit more than not much. But forget about that noise. I'm here to work out. Win or lose. If I win and I cheated, I still lost. If I fail and I cheated, oh my goodness, feel gross and I lost. And if I just fail doing the normal thing, yeah, hey, just more to work on. The way I consider it, last week, I failed that set. This week, I did not. I am going to give a little bit more than a 90-second breather here, but I'm going to make sure with that clock, it's set there for 1 minute and 31 seconds. So, it's more than that. It's more than the 90 seconds. Whew. Thank you. You guys never argue with me, do you? Always in agreement. I can always depend upon you. You're always at your stated weight. Oh, speaking of weight, my goal is to get about 180 pounds. That is with a fat to muscle exchange going on. Originally, I thought at 180, I might be about somewhere between like 7% or 6% body fat and like as much as maybe 15% body fat. Right now, I think I'm in 20 something, 25, 26, maybe 23. I'm not sure. I got a machine that tells me, but it tells me a whole bunch of other stuff too. And some of those numbers are kind of close together. And I got to read the manual again. No excuse, but you know, I'm somewhere in the range. I don't need to know these numbers. I don't need to get blinded by these numbers, but according to my calculations, which I won't go into, if I get down to 180, I should be able to do the holiest of holy things in my life. The one arm chin up. And not only that, I love the idea of maybe these videos, chopping them up and putting it into a thing, putting it out there. And I think it would be so cool to have every set be from a different day in the 2 years. So like the first set you see is from from September till March. I didn't record these things, so it's, yeah, about 6 months. So the first 6 months I really didn't record. There's one video of me starting out with an incline bench breath exercise, but I have my shirt on. But yeah, you can still tell I'm way fatter back then. So losing the fat, making the redistribution, I still got the gut. Wouldn't mind getting rid of that. I think that'll happen at about 180, as long as it's a real 180, as long as I'm not really losing, but yeah, back then, 235 to 190.6 now. But yeah, wouldn't mind losing that. Back on the whole video thing, gonna edit the video, so 2 years, every set, it's the same workout, so same workout basically for 2 years. Every set's gonna be taken from a different time period. By the time the workout's ended, it's not gonna necessarily be a forward progression. It might be like the first set taken from, you know, the first third, second set from the middle, and the third set from the finish line. Although, oh, that would be kind of cool because I could look at, it's really hard to tell, but I think I would be able to tell when I pick up the weights how much weight I'm throwing. And if it's just like in the beginning you were throwing this much weight, and by your end when you're doing your 10 set, you're throwing that, you know, way more than your first 6 set. All right. Anyway, that's the way that's going to go with all exercises, basically being a progression. And put that video together, put in a quality version of me doing the breathing exercises, cut out all this silliness of me talking and wasting time. Maybe even cut out like me actually doing the exercises and put a voiceover and a timer and maybe pictures on the screen that person could focus at and breathe in, stop, breathe out, stop, you know, that kind of thing. It wobbles around when you're stopped, I don't know, or the screen flashes and stuff. Cool little, you know, flashy effects. Not too flashy, but a little bit of flash, boom, boom. Strobe effect, although strobe's less than one time per second, so. I'm very thankful that almost all my videos I get one view on. So it's either you or the other you, the other friend that watches this. There's 2 yous that I'm addressing at this time. So thank you guys. And when I see 2 views, I know you both watched them. When I see 3 views, I know I watched one too. With a notepad. No, actually, I try to abstain from paper. I'm almost paperless, but I'm kind of going back to paper a little bit on a few things. For example, the script for these workouts. It's the same script as far as the exercises go, but the numbers change every week. So that's what I'm writing down. Turns out, in the end of 2 years, I'm going to have 2 notebooks. Almost filled. One filled, one almost filled with this. Each workout is a page. Makes it really, really simple. All told, I think it'll be something like 244 some workouts, something like that. I don't know. But I remember certain classes in college and thinking, oh, I only have to do like all these classes put together 75 times. And just like, I didn't really have that thought. Well, it wasn't my thought originally. I think there was some guy that had a calendar and he put quarters, you know. Anyway. So, I'm going to do one more breath exercise. I'm really feeling trepidation about failing. I know failure is going to be a good thing for this. In this instance, failure is welcome, but not as much as success. Success is a little bit more welcome. But either way, I'm not cheating, I'm pushing it forward. I might use a little bit of momentum. I'll watch the video, see if my back arcs up. I'm going to try to not arc up or do anything like that. Actually, that's not my way of cheating, so. Good news is I don't do the arching of the back and all that. All right, another breathing exercises. Exercise. I think I needed something a little bit more than that. I don't know what it is. Actually, I do. I think it's blood flow. One way to stimulate blood flow is a little bit of slaps. Just nice kind of slaps. the sting. And then that feeling after the sting, that's kind of nice. That numbness after the sting. Now I can dive into it. Wow, this is a good flashing idea. Right now in real time, I think I might get a whip just for this, like a little cat of nine tails or something. Really throws out, that special kind of sting that spreads out but also tightens up depending upon how you hit. Not that I'm in that sort of thing, but I used to have to pretend to be into that sort of thing. Long story, won't go into it. But I do got the scars. All right, so guys will do amazing things. Men will change themselves in order to be more appealing to women in fundamental ways that are not part of their personalities. Okay, enough about that. One more go on this. Oh yeah. Oh, a little sloppy there. Hopefully I won't be so sloppy on this. Oh, goodness. That's one. There's two. There's three. 4. Oh, halfway there, 5. 6. 7. Oh, a little wobbly. I think that's 9, folks. The real deal. Oh, glorious of glory, glory fades. Oh. There was no hole in that set. That was the whole thing. It was filled with glory, but without a hole. Maybe I'm trying to push that joke too hard. That joke does not deserve to be punching through and pushing out. All right, that's 10, no failure. A little bit of momentum. The slapping is not cheating, by the way. At least I will put it within my rules. And yeah, I might have to get cat of nine tails on this thing. I'll make my own though. Get all rubber hosey with it. No actual damage. Don't want any permanent damage to my body. This is all about healing and health. But we'll slap the ever-present and extreme expletives out of me. Slap the expletives right out of my mouth. Whew. Wonder if my jump rope serves that function. Got my jump rope right here. On the back. Oh, wow. I do not like that. Do not confuse that with liking. That definitely opens it up. Slip it around to the back. I might need that for the pull downs. I'm gonna bring that with me. But for the chest stuff, it's a bit short right there. Maybe if I arm all the way out. Oh, ah. This video is not going in the intended place where I wanted it to. But in the interest of science, I'm sticking with the script. Let's get the other side, because I gotta match this thing up. Oh! Now that felt like a weed whacker. Whew. Oh. Yeah, you laugh now, but this is going to be a trend. I'm going to see people doing this stuff in the gym. They'll have their trusty, rusty, jump rope. You jump rope? No. They'll be powering themselves up in the gym like, gotta get this last set. Whack, whack, whack. Actually, all right. On the reel, there's balance. The breathing is calmness. trying to think of a positive word for the opposite of calm. Energizing. The jump rope activation. I'm not going to call it whipping. Jump rope activation energizes. Calmness, energize. Oh yes. The next evolution is here. Oh, that is beautiful. All right. You can feel the blood flow. That redness, like as long as it doesn't cut and as long as it doesn't bruise or anything, that redness, that's blood flow. That's real blood flow. That's healing. You're doing the hurting to get the healing, but semantics. This is all about healing. Oh, I think I'm going to start just blaring Onifrex during these workouts so I don't hear traffic and noise outside. Oh, man. Now I have a whole bunch of things to carry. The jump rope, the timer, the camera, the tripod. The best tripod you can get for $15. My $8 tripod died. We'll see how long this one lasts. So far, so good. I mean, the camera's not heavy, so, you know. There is that. What was the good angle for this? Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm thinking also to be able to, I think I might be doing my my military press or my shoulder presses right on that right there. And that's going to be next for the single leg, because I really don't use that side enough. So I want to I bought it a long time ago, spent a good deal of money for it in days where I won't say I had more money than good sense because, hey, it's lasted quite a while, but, and it's been moved. Unbelievable. It used to be on the other side of the garage. That was a fun day, installing it, building it up. Then the day we had to move it was not fun. But somehow we did it. Thank you, skateboards. All right. I think that's what I want. It's going to be up for that. Yeah, we'll be able to see. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's the top of that. Yeah, we'll get everything in frame right there. So it is all in the frame. The natural light is coming through very nice. Gonna do a breathing exercise, and then I'm gonna warm things up, get a little bit of energized, exercise and energize. First, I'll dial up the proper weights. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that seems like a lot. Rock and roll and crowd control. All right, this is going to be set 8. We're only on the second exercise, and I'm using way too much time on this. Let's take a look. It's in a book. It's 44 minutes. Wow. If I was hustling, we'd almost be done. But we wouldn't have innovations. Breathing exercise. just one good one on either side. Oh. Maybe 3 good ones. Actually, none of those 3 were really all that good. Oh, that was more on my back. Oh, there we go, targeted. Oh. All right, maybe this isn't such a good idea. Woo. Oh. But hey, if I could push out 8. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was something there. Next one's going to be a set of 10. I'm just going to go breathing exercise with it. Still feel that one spot where it reached over and got me in the back. Didn't target it very well. If there's a little cut or anything, I'll be pissed. I'm just going to feel just in case there's blood. I don't think I opened the skin. I mean, that thing should not be able to do that. No, I just hit a sensitive spot. That's all. That would be funny if it like cut a mole off or something. It's just because those things bleed. Can't tell you how many times I've scratched something in the middle of the night and just wake up like, wow, that's a lot of blood. And it's just like a little mole that you picked off or whatever. Oh. Did I put it in the right place? Am I an idiot? I will double check myself because. Alright, definitely the right place. Doing the double check. Oh. Feeling it in the shoulder. That's something interesting. Good news is don't have to really do much till Monday as far as strength goes. Gonna do my little mini workouts and stuff. Might do a video on, doing those. I think I'll use 2 2.5 pound plates. Needs some sort of weight, but not much. And it's kind of good, that feeling where you put it in between your fingers and you just hold it that way. I don't know. There's something nice about the days of like not having dumbbells and just working out with the plates. Now some of my plates actually have grips on them, which is kind of cool. Yes, I'm living a lavish lifestyle. Hundreds of years ago, kings would not have weights that had grips on them. Thank you, technology. Thank you, society. Oh, here's a fun thing. Little thought. Scarcity usually makes something more rare and therefore something more valued. Human life, though. A lot more people on this planet. Yet human life is valued now more than ever. Just saying. And it continues to be valued more and more. There's no political stance here or anything like that. Yeah, I was going to repeat something a very insane friend of mine, and he wears his insanity well. So he would not mind me saying that about him. His take on like life and all that kind of stuff, and the political activism surrounding life, and like how human beings are valued in different ways. It's kind of scary. It all makes sense though. Can't argue at all with his logic. It just scares me. It's like, wow, people are capable. Yeah, I already know people are capable of thinking like that. But wow. That's some long-winded, long-term, whatever. Now I'm being long-winded. You ever say the wrong thing? Tried to say the word bad, and I tried to not say the word fad, and then somehow it came out the word fat, and I was talking to a woman that was overweight, and she called me out on it. You mean fat? And I was like, it doesn't have to be bad. I was going to say it doesn't have to be a fad, but fad is a lame word that I was like, I don't want to say that word. You know, I feel bad about that. Maybe that's what my subconscious was thinking, but somehow I don't think so. Anyway, I mean, we were talking about skill building, not, building up, not taking away. Additive versus subtractive. That's kind of somehow how my brain thinks. If I was thinking in the subtractive zone, things being taken away, priorities being taken out of your life and stuff like that, I might have accidentally slipped up and said fat, but no, I think that was totally just trying to not say two things at the same time. Not trying to say bad because it was too general, not trying to say fad because I like the word fad, but it's kind of a lame word. Try to avoid words that kind of just are lame. Not that I really care so much, but I wanted my speech to ring true. And when you speak to somebody, you got to use words that are tied in with their vernacular. And fad was probably not something ever in her vernacular. Speaking not to speak, unlike what I'm doing now. Speaking to be heard and maybe even understood. I think a lot of people speak to hear themselves, to understand themselves, not to be understood by others, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm understanding myself. I'm playing around with speech. I'm playing around with ideas. These things are flowing forth, feeling good. There is a flow. I say the word flow and it flows better. Then I stop, pause, recollect. Might be wasting my time, but this is good practice. Know what not to say in front of others, and this is the type of stuff that may need to come out, but does not need to be said in front of others. This is me, for me time, and maybe for you, because I have a feeling you missed this a little bit. These conversations we have had. Time's gotten the best of both of us in some ways. Hopefully still the best is yet to come. And on that note, no whipping. One more set of breath. It's going to be a short one. Then working. Set of 10. Set of 10 on the exercise, not on the breath. Oh yeah. I'm not even going to worry about that right now. I knocked a piece off of the thing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of momentum there. 7, 8, 9. Come on. 10. Try to focus on the center of my chest. Trying to grab strength from there. Imagine grabbing strength from there because the sides, they feel like they're just about blown out. The connective tissue between my arms and my chest is having a very interesting day. I was going to say not having the best of days, but maybe it's the best of the days in preparation for the furniture, the future. In preparation for the furniture. Why would I say that? I have no ideations about furniture. I don't even like furniture, really. I mean, I do. I'm in a band called Bang Couch, yet I don't own a couch. I still feel the stinging on my back. That's how good that one whip whip, not using the word whip. That is how good the jump rope dermal stimulation was. Yes, we got to do the JDS on everything. We're going to JDS the holiness right out of you. JDS time. Gonna JDS with me? Just a little bit. Whew. Whew. Just a little bit. Oh. I repeat, that does not feel good. I am not enjoying that. All right. Maybe there's one or two memories that flash through my head of enjoyment that have an association with that. That stimulus itself, ringing a bell, does not produce saliva. The whip does not produce happiness. But there's a stack of memories where things of that motion and that specific feeling and that specific whoosh sound are embedded with other happier times. Yes, classical conditioning has definitely messed with my brain a little bit. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of excess energy out. All right, a little bit of that. That's all I needed. Just a taste, just a, you know. Now it's the pull downs, or push downs, because they're not pull downs. Set of 8. We're going, all right, I know exactly where we're going with this. Yeah, ever since I got rid of this thing, the weights have been doing, the stack has been doing good. The stack is back to being fully functional, not getting weird on certain things. Cable push downs. This will be a set of 8 and then a set of 10. And I know I'll be feeling this. Gonna do breathing exercises. This time, I'm gonna take my stomach, push it out. Belly breaths. Supposedly they equal happiness. Do a few of those. That was wrong. Like sometimes I really want to push the air to the between my shoulders. Like I think about the air filling up between my shoulders and making the lungs expand, like the top down. But you don't fill a glass from the top down, do you? I guess you can fill your lungs that way though. That's what makes this a miracle. All right. Anyway. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like the bend in the elbows on this. 6, 7, 8. I wonder if I'm miscounting too. I think I'm doing good on the counts. Maybe I'll watch this and double check my counts. Note to self, double check your counts if you watch this. Next will be a set of 10. Gonna upgrade it a little bit. That was an interesting feeling. Okay, let's do some stuff with the triceps. I'm gonna breathe first, then do that. fleshy undercurrent there. There we go, finally got a good shot on it. A little bit just for maybe the ancients had something with that whole like self-flagellation bit. Who knows? It might have been an extra gas tank. Should be a set of 10. I'm gonna double check myself, make sure I did make the correct change. By the way, there's this video game I love. It's one of the Brain Ages. I think it's the most current one on the DS. And there's a change game within that that's very practical. It's helped me out a few times. It's all just about making change. It's like 10 or 20 problems. It takes you a minute or two, or 3 if you're me. Just making change for people. Not necessarily people. There's no graphics of the people. It's just, it shows you somebody hands you $8 and the price of the thing is, you know, $5.35. Why would they hand you $8? Maybe it's $7.56 and you gotta count out 44 cents, and it's just kind of nice. And then there's all sorts of exchanges. But it's nice. It's like, wow, making change makes my brain do things. And the faster you try to do it, the more edges you find in your skill within your brain. So that's kind of fun. Finding the edges, finding your edges, and making them turn into the container for your body and your soul. The way that you want it to be. Now I'm just waxing philosophical here. Let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got that to the top of the apex because I was leaning in too much. If I lean, or maybe I was leaning back too much. Yeah, I was leaning back, that would pull more. Thinking geometrically. I'm just gonna illustrate what that was about. So if it's down here, if I'm leaning forward, it doesn't hit the edge. But if I'm leaning back a little bit, there we go. Hits that top. It's restrictive at that point. So gotta remember, lean forward a little bit, or if I do lean back, put my heels in a spot where I'm moving forward. And it's kind of cool because my shins are up against the machine on the padded parts. Feels kind of good. All right, that's that. Change of scenery. This is totally going to be biceps. I'm going to fire them up a little bit right now. Just going to, a little bit of happiness going on there. There we go. Just going to hit some striations. Think about the lines in the muscle. I'm just gonna there we go. This might be a horrible idea. Welcome to Yorm's Masochist Workout. No, masochism is not good unless it gets you to your goals. And this is masochism with a purpose. So I think I was able to get more out of myself with a tiny bit of safe, non-permanent damage, healthy masochism. That sounds like an oxymoron right there. Healthy masochism. All right, maybe I should say less of the word masochism. That would seem appropriate, right? Oh, my goodness. The jump rope. Gonna do the JDS. Jump rope dermal stimulation. It's all about the balance. Breathing exercise and jump rope dermal stimulation. And the jump rope is really good for that because it's this weird kind of plastic. It's kind of, oh man, like rubber hosey. Not that we're not talking about rubber hoses. The first rule of Rubber Hose Club is we don't talk about rubber hoses. All right. Anyway. Woo. I think I'm going to keep that jump rope on the tripod. That's going to be the new home for the jump rope. It was just hanging on my wall for a while. Haven't used it in a while. Started using it today. Turned my mind back onto it. Picking up the hacky sack. Pick up the slack. Get things done. Stick it to the script. Got a little time for breathing. Is this video still taping? Oh my goodness. This thing's probably out of battery by now. Oh, wow. You are in for a treat. It is 1 minute and 7 seconds and 7 seconds. Or 7 minutes. 1 hour. 7 minutes, 7 seconds at that particular time. That's what I was going for. Feeling a little bit loopy. Got to be careful what I do. There is no injury in Jump Rope Club. All right. Did I really have to up the weight on the hammer curls? I might just have that trusty rusty eraser and erase that. But I'm going to try it for a set of 8. Make sure the frame is good. Yeah, I don't need to see my face. I do need to see my arms. I'll probably be making funny faces. All right. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing permanent. Skin is intact. Jump rope dermal stimulation. It's the next evolution in my workout. The last evolution in my sanity, apparently. All right, dialing up the numbers, then going to do a breathing exercise. Oh, man. 90 seconds. That was quick. So I know I rested for 90 seconds. All right. I'll leave this on for a half second just to annoy the crap out of anybody that does not have a specific reason to watch this. No, I won't do that. All right. This is where Yorms start doing and stop talking. Where real Yorms are made. And failure is an option. 1, a lot of momentum. 2, didn't quite straighten my arms on that one. 3, I smell funny. A lot of sweat. 4, I haven't taken a hot shower in a week. I've taken a lot of cold showers. I think I'm done with hot showers. No, I should take a hot shower at least once a week. Impregnate my pores with soap and then go straight into the cold and seal it all up so next time I sweat, I smell a little soapy. I think that was 5. That's, way too much momentum. That's super cheating. I'm gonna go with it. I think that's 7. 8. That is not how you do hammer curls, by the way. That was a momentum fest. I hit my numbers, but it was sloppy. Not good. Dialing the weight way down. not confidence, and the sloppiness of that. Dude, I want control. Full control of my muscles. Not have to momentum things up there. Yeah. Way too much momentum. Next time, I'm gonna write down a note, dial it back a bit. Oh. Oh. Why'd you pull it? Are you surprised? Congratulations. You're a Pulitzer Prize winner. All right. May I never stop being a 12-year-old boy, because fart jokes, yeah. All right. That's a great thing. You can really enjoy farting when you're alone. There's few joys like having that sense of loneliness that allows you to just fart away. See how loud and powerful it is? And hey, if you go too hard, you got a bathroom right nearby. And hopefully a change of clothes. And yeah, you can wash your shorts in the shower and all that. Good news is these shorts are waterproof. I mean, I guess all shorts are kind of waterproof, but these dry fast. That's what I'm saying. Whew. All right. What I was doing was writing down the word sloppy. 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 And exclamation points. Normally, this is the wrong thing to do. Don't want to write down during my workouts. That's why the script is there. Less decisional fatigue. But I'm making decisions all the time. Wow. Huh. I can still see a little bit of the red zebra. Not much, just a tiny bit, just a hint. We're gonna make you look like a red zebra. Are you ready? Yes. Blessings on this world. Blessings on the women that were misunderstood, but in their own way sought pleasure and sought to give pleasure in their seeking of pleasure. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm just going to feel a quality change, and a quality exchange was given. I found out a little bit about myself, and believe it or not, the memories are mostly happy. I do a lot of that. Play narratives, play subjective reality games. If something, I will stack up even made up ideas that outweighs the positive to outweigh the negative. Let's say, for example, I wake up late, miss the workout, or I'm only able to do half the workout, which has happened. And at least I have a workout video that's pretty short. Like, okay, less talking there. Or it's a day where I feel very expansive, where I've held my words in check and really, really listened. And a lot of these thoughts just want to escape my head. Having this outlet. My cat used to really be my outlet. I used to talk to her for hours. And she'd just meep back to me. And actually, she had all these different phrases. One of them was like a squeeze toy. It sounded like a squeeze toy. She never had a squeeze toy. So somehow she just knew how to make that sound like innately, naturally. Man, I miss her. But back to subjective reality. Maybe she could only be around so long. By the way, I think I knew what killed her. Outside my house, near the door, I saw a brown recluse. Maybe I've already mentioned this on a video before. It's been cycling through my mind a little bit. I saw a brown recluse. I'm pretty sure a brown recluse's sting might kill a human being. So if you have something that's like, if it would kill a 200-pound man, it might kill a 10-pound cat. So anyway, I don't know if brown recluses can kill 200-pound men. I know it's bad. I've never been bit by one myself. I know you have to mess with them to get them to bite you. I've accidentally brushed against some and had some on me or near me, and they want to run away. They don't want to fight, which is good. I'm very thankful for that. I think you have to really mess with them a lot to get them to bite you, and that's part of her nature. She's a predator. She was a predator, and that's what cats do. They see a palmetto bug, or they see a spider or a lizard, and they chase it down, they play with it, torment it, I guess. She was so sweet, but she had that part of her side to her too, and I guess it's just natural within the mind of a predator. It's built in there. She never got mad when she was playing with a palmetto bug or something, and I would just kill it real quick. She wouldn't get mad at me. She would just focus on me. It's like, hey, so I think she would have more fun playing with me and talking back and forth and interacting and getting, me petting her head or scratching her tail, or, sometimes when she'd roll around rubber belly and stuff, she was happier with that and my attention versus actually just chasing something, So, matter of fact, there was times where I walked by, she was chasing something and she wanted my attention, so she would stop chasing it, and I'd be like, oh man, where'd that palmetto bug go? I don't want that running around my house. Yeah, but back to subjective reality. I'm so glad I had her in my life. Very thankful. That's happiness right there. Subjective reality. And like I say to my mom, when she was dying, we had a whole bunch of different little jokes. And one of the most positive jokes we had is I'd walk out of a room, she'd be in there, and I'm like, hey, thanks for having me, because it works on 2 levels. And I kept on saying it until she actually got the joke. I didn't never explain the joke, because it's not good to explain jokes. You're probably better off, if you have to explain a joke, you're probably better off just letting it lie. 40% of the time when I explain jokes, it actually, I get a kind of a chuckle out of it. But I know I think a little bit differently, so what's funny to me is not necessarily funny to the rest of the world. But that's okay. Hopefully there's enough people out there that like some of my jokes that I can actually produce some happiness in the world. But anyway, yeah, every time I walked out of the room, thanks for having me. And she'd kind of maybe think about it. I'm imagining, because I'm out of the room, but I'd imagine her thinking about it and being like, I didn't invite him over here. Oh, goodness. I'd like to believe that there's certain people out there, hopefully I am one of them, maybe will be, that tries to get happy, good, wonderful feelings from protecting and helping and loving and giving some of themselves to the rest of humanity, doing the best they can to make themselves capable with their mind and their body and their soul. Wow, that went really deep. I need another fart joke. Out of gas. All right. Did I dial this down? Yes, I did. Did I waste too much time? Yes, I did. Am I going to waste more time? Absolutely. With breath. don't know if breathing in from my mouth, which is something I do rarely, leads to a more shallow breath. It feels like it does, but maybe that's because it's more quick than I really notice. Okay. That is a cool sound. There's 10 of these. It's less weight. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I made a decision. I'm not setting up a time limit on my Wim Hof training. I'm gonna do not just 10 weeks, I'm gonna do more than 10 weeks probably. And I was gonna do Wim Hof, then a week or two after Wim Hof training, once I get it kind of solidified, Wim Hof 10 weeks, 3 weeks of solidifying the training, and then it was gonna be like maybe 12 weeks of having a couple tracks of Tabata, T-A-B-A-T-A. That is the 20-second, 10-second exercise thing for cardio. Not gonna do that. I'm gonna do Wim Hof for a long time, Wim Hof training for a long time. Then whenever I hit, let's say I'm gonna keep cutting weight, I'm gonna do the numbers, whatever like 13% or 7%, somewhere in that body fat range looks like, number-wise, that's where I'm gonna head to. So if I'm done with the Wim Hof training, by the time I hit anywhere between 7 and 13% body fat, I'm gonna switch over to Tabata. That's also after doing a one-armed with chin up with each arm, one arm this way, one with the left, one with the right. Once those goals are met, whenever the time frame is, that's when I'll switch over to Tabata. I'm currently working on Tabata songs, so I'll have my own music that'll be timed. Just by listening to the music, you don't even have to hear a voice. Just by listening to the music that this is your movement phase and this is your relaxation phase. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be hopefully useful, not just for me, but for the rest of the world. Something I want to put out there and maybe help somebody get some fitness, because I am not fully convinced this is the way for everybody. I think a certain population will benefit from what I'm doing, but I think a larger percent of the population would probably benefit from Tabata, based upon everything I've heard about it, a couple things I've read about it, a couple videos I've seen about it. Some people I respect talking about it that seem to know what they're talking about and have the physiques to prove it, I guess. What I want to research is to see if any ultra marathoners do anything like that, if it helps with that kind of thing. I have no ideations about ultra marathons. One of these nights next year, I might, on a night off, I'll go to the beach, park my car in a safe spot where it won't get a ticket or anything. If I have any friends near the beach still, which I don't, but, and just run back and forth on the beach. It's a couple miles, and just maybe on my phone or something, just keep track, send a text to myself or something that every time I've gone one back and forth, and then just tally up how many times I went back and forth. And maybe during the course of an evening, I'll do 26 miles. Maybe I'll do 2 miles. Maybe I'll do 100 miles. Probably somewhere between 2 and 100. That's probably a safe bet. And then I'll find out, and I'll see what that feels like. For some reason, I don't like the idea of long distance running with a whole bunch of people, especially daylight. I guess maybe I just don't like the idea of sunlight all that much. Anyway, that gross feeling. But I know, supposedly, The more people that are running, the faster the average speed. And there could be a whole bunch of reasons for that. Last exercise, this is going to be a fun one. Very special. Trusty rusty chair. There actually is rust somewhere on this chair. I've had it for years. It's still holding up. I used to use it as a drum throne. It was fun to use, but it doesn't really feel good on my butt when I'm doing double bass for a while. So I used to put a towel on top of it. Like, that's my drum throne. We're gonna adjust frame on this. Wow, still videoing. That's great. This is a doozy. If anybody gets through this one, this is the marathon one. If anybody gets through this one, I appreciate it so much. Matter of fact, I'll write a song for you right now. This is dedicated to anybody who's gotten through this video. I don't know what I'm writing yet. We'll start out with a... Maybe I'll do one of those, like the... Hello, friend. Did well today. Hello, friend. Watching something in a brand new way. Hello, friend. Know that you want to see the end of this video. But I'm having a lot of fun. I'm playing with a pick. Now, all right. That's my singing voice. There's a lot of work to do. And that's my guitar playing. There's a lot of work to do. Actually, I'll switch that out. What was that? That was an A and a B and a C. So maybe if I switch it up to like, yeah, I think. Ooh, B7. No, it's a... I'll just play it like that. Actually sounds better with cowboy chords. Now I know why people use a lot of cowboy chords. But I'm gonna try something weird. I'm gonna move this up a step just for my so the A, I'm just gonna do like an A-shaped bar chord over here, so it's gonna be like a B. Yeah, that's a B. I think that's a B, right? All bar chords. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a C-shaped bar chord, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be right here. No, that's C itself. So I want to do that same A-shaped bar chord here. Oh goodness, this is not good. Maybe if I do this kind of shape, a G-shaped bar chord on the A. Instead of trying to move it up instead of trying to transpose by 2 frets or one whole step higher. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna play it out right now, see how it sounds. You know, 1 whole step higher. So. Switch out to that. up here with a... Let's do this with G-shaped bar chords. I suck at G-shaped bar chords. G-shaped bar chords. All right. G-shaped bar chords. Yeah, that's part of the reason why a lot of people, myself included, don't really like cowboy chords, because bar chords, you can move them all over the place and you just kind of keep your hand in the same place. So playing that whole thing with like G-shaped bar chords is kind of fun. So I don't have to, like, originally I was switching back and forth between the E-shape and the A-shape bar chord, which is really easy. It's a good skill for anybody to have. Basically, I want to be able to do things multiple ways, multiple times, and be able to transpose and fit it in key and all that kind of stuff, and memorize my circle of fifths, and I got a lot of work to do. Oh, I got so much work to do. The only choice I have is to make it fun. And this is, so yeah. That was a serenade to you, anybody who's watched this far, so thank you. And this is the test. Put a comment in there that says G-shaped, G-shaped, T-shaped, shaped, G-shaped. Why does it sound like I'm saying it with a T? G-shaped, I'm pushing the D too hard. G-shaped bar chords. I'm gonna learn to speak again eventually. Use your words. G-shaped bar chords rock. That's all the comment I want. G-shaped bar chords rocked. And if you could spell shaped with a T at the end, that'd be extra special. So if anybody's gotten that far and appreciates this, oh my goodness. I'm hoping that comment is gonna happen within the next 2 years. One person gets that far, and yeah, these videos are not for everybody. Unless you have a very specific reason to watch it. You know, it might be a kind of a fun thing to go to bed to. This might get you some weird dreams. Wholesome, good dreams. With JDS. Jump rope dermal stimulation. Don't forget the JDS. It started here. But it can't be a rope. It has to be that weird plastic stuff, the real snappy plastic. Bendy, snappy plastic. Really snaps against your skin. Almost like a fly swatter or something, you know. Fly swatters are extra snappy. Real thin and flimsy. Woo. No damage, no permanent damage, but man, maximization on speed and feeling. Oh goodness. Now I'm getting into weird territory. All right, so gonna keep going for full extensions on this. Gonna do a quick breathing exercise right now. Not gonna do the JDS because I am a wuss. I don't know. Well, because I'm lazy and the jump rope is all the way over by the camera. So, and I just want to get this done. I've seen how much time has gone by, and I've had too much fun with this. And it sounds like fun ended 10 minutes ago for you. Fun is going to end 5 minutes from now for me, so watch me have a stroke 5 minutes from now. Fun is officially ended, you're dead. You better hope there's an afterlife. Anyway. All joking aside, I love this moment. Get to think about fly swatters. I get to think about my mom. I get to think about my little girl. I get to hope that there's an afterlife and I get to see them again. Not the fly swatters. I could live the rest of my life and never see a fly swatter and be happy. Yeah. There's goodness in this world. Thank goodness I have the choice to be able to focus on some of Why is this getting so serious? Oh, fart joke, please. I'm in the perfect position for it. Set of 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Got to be very careful laying them down on the tile. I don't think these weights have broken any tile. If you carefully analyze my speech pattern on that, I've really focused on these weights. I think there's been a couple other weights that have broken a few tiles in this house. That is a great place for a floor rug. All right. 4 more sets. 5 each. No real big breathing exercises. Just a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I should have upped these weights. This is not too difficult, but it's near the end. I'm not complaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I put that down a little bit harder than I wanted to. A little bit bouncy. Last 2 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of my good friends play finger picking. And I want to get better with that. Also, I believe in less mechanical parts, less moving parts, less complications for a situation. If you got your fingers on you and you don't have a pick, you can still play. But if you have a pick and your fingers, you can play too. So I have spent all my life trying to learn guitar. I have not spent all my life trying to learn guitar, but every now and then when I go through a phase and try to learn guitar a little bit, pick up a little bit. It's never gotten quite smooth, but it's always been with a pick. Now I'm convinced, try to learn without a pick, and occasionally pick up a pick every now and then. I got some cool picks somewhere. One of my guitars is over at my dad's house, and I always forget to bring a pick. Now I'm happy I don't have a pick over there because that guitar plays so smooth. And the guitar you just saw was the guitar my dad gave me. I've never wanted an acoustic guitar except for the one my dad gave me. And then a girl who was not interested in me gave me a guitar as a consolation prize. I mean, I say that jokingly, that's not really how it happened. I think it was just taking up extra space in her house and she really just wanted to get rid of it for whatever reason. Maybe it was some sort of emotional thing, I don't know. But it's just like, hey, I know we dated and we're about to have another date, but, you know, would you like this guitar? Now I don't feel bad about not answering your phone calls. I don't know. Honestly, I hope wonderful things for her, because any woman that's willing to date me once or twice definitely deserves wonderful things in life. So she is better than the vast majority out there that just take one look, take one listen, and just like, nope, don't even give a guy like me a chance. But there's a lot of good things in this world too. There's a lot of wonderful people. They're just kind of hard to find. I definitely believe they're not in the majority, but maybe that's because I'm just jaded and gotten too many, just the cards didn't run my way. I'm not even a card player. Luck did not run my way. No, I don't know. There's a way to own this. Maybe I was just not working things right, not being my best self, not putting my best foot forward. But then again, I never really do. I'd rather someone know all the weird stuff about me and like all the bad stuff first, and then like, because that's back to the whole like, I kind of believe treat people how you want to be treated. I would rather know about all the silliness beforehand, or at least be warned about it. And just like, yeah, there's some silliness in my life. It's way too personal, but it causes me to act like this, which, you know, if you know about, it's best you know now in case you don't want any part of that. I respect that. I want people to be treated like that. That actually earns a lot of respect from me. As opposed to people that just, you know them for years, and they hold their bullshit away from you. And goodness, then it comes up as a surprise, and it's like, wow, had I known that you were capable of that, I'd never spent time with you. I don't know. That's happened all too much to me. But I think that's happened all too much to everybody. I think everybody's dealt with people who have surprised them in one way or another. But then again, don't believe everything you hear too. Sometimes you have good friends and somebody accuses them of something, and you might be like, oh my God. If it doesn't cost anything to trust your own opinion, trust your own opinion. It's the one that's closest to you. Inform your own opinion, find out the information, find out the unskewed viewpoints, but figure out for yourself, you know, maybe come up with your own answers that make sense. Be willing to be wrong. Be comfortable in the fact that you may never know. That's all I can say about people. Be comfortable in the fact that you may never truly know them. And that's okay. Be comfortable in the fact you may never truly know yourself. You might be trying to find yourself by doing all sorts of extreme things and going places and traveling and bungee jumping and skydiving and doing dives, you know, spelunking and cave diving and motorcycling across the country and biking across the country, then running across the country, and you still may never find yourself completely. Maybe there's something beautiful in that. Maybe we're never really truly a finished product. Wow, too much philosophy. I think this is the last set. I'm just going to do a set of 13 to knock it out because I know that'll be a good way to close it out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Gonna do 3 more really slow. And gonna do 1 more on the super slow. Oh. There is goodness in this world. I've certainly talked enough during this video. I wonder if it's even going to be postable. It might be too long. I guess it is. I'm sure that I've seen 2-hour videos on YouTube, documentaries. Although, now that I think about it, a long time ago I saw a documentary on YouTube. Way before that they ever had commercials. And it was broken into like 5 parts. Anyway. Later it shall be. Yes, later it shall be. Which means so many things to me.